Hi class, so this is pocket change. If we're using strategy number 1, we know that we are going to preview it and we're going to label it as nonfiction because I already told you, oh, sorry guys, I'm going to get better at this. We remember that all these texts are nonfiction. Now, let's go ahead and preview it. The title is Pocket Change. I see a picture here that looks like money. Oh, here's text causing. It's going to have us do some things. Box the signal words. Circle the cause in each paragraph and underline the effects. So we know we have some work to do. So then let's look at our questions. That's a second strategy. Let's go back to this. Our next strategy is to read the text. So I will read it and you will follow along. Pocket change. Since the emergence of e-books and e-readers, more people are reading than ever. But this recent development was not the first sea change in Americans' reading habits. One significant shift took place in 1938 when paperbacks books first made their appearance. Before Robert Fair de Graaf, backed by a large publishing company, launched pocketbooks, it was challenging for most people to obtain their own books. For one thing, there was only about 500 bookstores in the entire country. For another, hardcover books were expensive. The new paperbacks, on the other hand, were much cheaper and at a size of 4 inches by 6 inches, much smaller, lighter, and easier to carry around. They were now being sold not only in bookstores, but also in supermarkets, department stores, and even drugstores. For these reasons, reading habits changed. People who'd never read much before now began expanding their personal libraries. Sales of paperbacks surged. In fact, the demand for these less bulky books often exceeded the supply. However, the success of paperbacks eventually leveled off. Due to the profits they foresaw, large media companies rushed to buy up smaller paperback companies. This led to a steady rise in paperback prices. Soon, paperbacks began to approach the hardcovers in prices. Although paperbacks are still commonplace, they are no longer cheap. But these days, people have their ebooks and e-readers. So now, what I want to do is the text marking. We're going to have to box in the signal words. And remember, we read about some signal words in our packets. So some signal words that I see in this first paragraph are but, box in, for one thing, for another. Let's see. Let me scroll this up. In fact, however, but again, due to, this led. Circle cause in each paragraph. Okay, so now let's read the first paragraph. Since the emergence of ebooks and e-readers, more people than ever are reading. What is the cause? But this recent development was not the first sea change in Americans' reading habits. One significant shift took place in 1938 when paperback books first made their appearance. So, what is the cause in this paragraph? Well, the cause is the emergence of e-readers. Let's go back. I'm sorry. I'm having some problems. Well, honestly, the cause, I'm sorry. I'm just reading poorly right now. The cause is paperback books making their first appearance. The second one is the cause was it was challenging for most people to obtain their own books. The third paragraph was the cause was that reading habits changed. Oh, no, that was the effect. I'm sorry, I'm skipping myself. The cause was the new paperbacks And then the last paragraph was successive paperbacks leveled off. Now let's go back. The effect, underline. Paperbacks first made their appearance. Then the effect was sea change in Americans' reading. Second one was challenging for most people to obtain was the cause, and the effect was, oh, no, let's flip that around. The cause, oh. The cause was, sorry, hardcover books were expensive, and the effect, let me finish this, was challenging for most, oh, that's supposed to be, this is circled. This one, so complicated, guys, is underlined. So then the third paragraph was the cause was there were new paperbacks, and this was the effect was that reading habits changed. Last paragraph, the successive paperbacks books leveled off, and then the effects were paperbacks are still commonplace, they are no longer cheap. Go on to the second page. What is true about the reading today? So we're going to try to find something here that's the truth. What is not true about America's reading habits prior to the arrival of paperback books? And question number 3 is, what do you suppose the author means by sea change? Oops, sorry guys. In paragraph 1. And when it says that, what do you suppose the author means? That just means, what can you infer? Okay, and question number 4 is, what habits affect the paperbacks and then e-readers what explains, the effects that paperbacks and then e-readers have on Americans' reading habits? So, let's see. Oops, let me get this. Reading habits and then effects. Okay, so now what I want you to do is answer questions 1 through 4 on your own. Thank you.